You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the host or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
Hey guys, welcome into Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I am Jennifer Reed.
And I'm Hendrix Scott, and we're here to delight and entertain you with sexual health topics. And today is actually a fun one.
It is definitely going to be a fun one. We don't have the heavy topics today. This is, it might be a little steamy.
A little bit. Robin and Kiva at the show before us, they saw us walk in with a huge box and they were scared.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
And we're not going to tell you what's in this huge box yet, but it is a treasure trove of delights.
Total delights.
And vibration. Nothing but good vibes here today. Well, actually, not nothing but good vibes. I have a soapbox. So, duh.
Do it. I'm here.
In the news, right? So we like to talk about like shit that's going on in the world. So last week, because our show records on Monday and then doesn't air till Wednesday, we weren't able to hit upon this. But last week in Texas, the Texas Senate passed a stupid bill, like I'm just going to call it what it is, 1646, that basically says that any medical professionals or even parents of children who are looking to do anything medically to help their transgender child transition, so any hormone suppressants, hormone replacement, or surgeries that are performed for anyone under the age of 18 is going to be considered child abuse. This is fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah, there's also 33 states that have introduced more than 100 bills that are anti-trans bills.
Yeah. So, Anywho.
Yeah, we know it's fucked up. We're here for y'all.
Yeah.
We always stand with our transgender.
Yes. Definitely. And I mean, and the parents that are having to like deal with this with their kids. So where the bill is at now is, to the best of my knowledge, it has to go through the House before it can actually become a law. And there are several other trans bills that are, or anti-trans bills, let me clarify, that are currently stalled out in the House as well. So right now, people are kind of just hoping that it stays stalled out, that it doesn't actually get put into place. And then other people are saying, of course, like, have some faith, have some hope, like, we'll take this all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court if need be, because, stats will tell you that basically, you pretty much know what your gender is by the time you're 6 or 7. And the guy that, I can't remember his name, the guy that introduced this bill in the first place, like, his basic reasoning for it was that it's against the creator.
Yeah, which isn't enough to pass an entire bill. Yeah, right. That's fine. You can believe that. We're not saying don't believe your beliefs. We're just saying it maybe shouldn't be an entire bill that affects other people who don't have the same beliefs.
Right. And there's a whole, like, I mean, the United States was supposedly founded on separation of church and state. So this should not be a part of what is going on. Anywho, I could go off on this. We will probably, we will eventually. There's other months and other days that are geared towards anti-trans and, and being trans positive. I don't know how to.
I was like, man, you're stepping in it.
National days, national months in which we recognize our trans friends and families. Yeah. So we will definitely be bringing this topic back around. It's one that's near and dear to my heart. I have had clients. I don't know if they ever watch this, but one of my favorite all-time clients was this girl that I started working with when her and her mom, when she was 13 or 14 years old. And I don't work with teens unless they're in the LGBTQ community. So I still see her once every 6 months. She comes in for a checkup. She's now 20. So, I mean, and she's beautiful and amazing, and I love her so much. So this is one that's pretty, yeah. Anywho.
And I think obviously for me, but yeah. I mean, I'm kind of under the umbrella of being genderqueer to begin with, so
true.
Maybe it would be.
So our hearts are with you. Our hearts are with the parents that are having to like deal with our state doing this right now and wanting the best care for their child to make sure, because the other stats will say like the earlier that you can start the transitionary process, actually the more likely you are to decrease any sort of gender dysphoria disorder later on in life. And that is something that we, gender dysphoria disorder is not, it's not fun, it's anxiety, it's depression, it's all these different things. So.
Yeah, and we're not saying that the system's perfect or that, like, we do need more funding for research on what we what we should be doing for our trans youth.
Yeah.
We're not completely there. We're not saying just like throw all these kids and like be like, yes, give them surgery. You know, like that is not what's on the table.
Right. And there are things in place to like checks and balances. And even then, like, I think it's only 13% will want to revert. And of that 13%, I think I read like it's 82% of them. The only reason they want to is because they've been pressured into it. So the vast majority, even of those that do end up reverting, don't want to. Yeah. They just are pressured by.
Yeah, there's just a lot of mental health that goes into it. We need funding. We need more research so that the parents are educated, because like they're just going on Google and reading random shit. Right. Yeah, we need more of us. We need more of our sex educators out there saying what we know.
Yeah, exactly.
More up to date information.
Anywho, so that's the one heavy topic today. Like we said, we love you. We're here for you. Coming up in May, so May is I think going to be a little bit more of a lighter month than April was. April was heavy.
Sorry, not sorry. We got to do it sometime.
Word. So May is Mental Health Month. So one of these Wednesdays we'll probably hit up on mental health in general, maybe a little bit less sextastic. You like what I did there? I'm right.
So smooth, Jen. So smooth.
Yeah. Mother's Day is this Sunday. We're not talking about moms today, though. We're going to wait till after Mother's Day to talk about you mamas and having sex as a parent or as a new mom. And yes, for you daddies out there who are like, what about me? Because you always get the shaft on Father's Day. We know. We're going to be talking about you next month, too, in June when it's your day. I promise we will hit you. Not literally hit you, but...
I mean, unless
you want to.
Like,
unless you want to.
I was like, don't. Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
so we'll get to that, and then today is Cinco de Mayo, and we were just talking about why do we as Americans celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
It's just an excuse to drink. Let's be real.
So, if you want to pause the video and go get yourself some tequila and have a shot with us,
for sure.
Go get it. We'll give you 5, 4, 3. Because I know you people have it right there next to you. Don't lie to me. 2, 1. You ready?
Cheers.
All
right. Yeah.
Woo. Tequila.
That was real. Shit. Okay. Oh, man, we didn't bring our producer one. I'm so sorry, Vince.
Well, we can always just have a shot with him after the show. I don't have clients after the show today. You don't have clients after the show today. We're fine.
Oh, man, I might need to check on one, you know? Like, what are y'all doing on your weekends, by the way? Making your therapist nervous. Oh man, I love my clients so much. They're all amazing.
happy Cinco de Mayo. Hope you enjoyed your tequila shot. I know I did mine. My throat is sore right now, so it really helps that burn.
Yeah.
Anyway, our main topic today, guys. I'm so excited. So May is also, wait for it, drum roll, National Masturbation Month. Woo! And as I got told, so I was with my curling team yesterday because I curl on Sundays. Look us up. Come join us. We're always looking for new people. We will have a Learn to Curl coming up, and I will tell you when, because I want some people to come play. Anyway,
I don't want to play with y'all, just so y'all know. But I play differently. Anyway, go for it.
Anyway, as one of them was like, wait, we have a whole month dedicated to that? Don't we just do that all the time? Well, yeah, But
isn't that what I've been doing every day since I was 12?
Yeah, I mean, since I was 5. That's fine.
There you go.
Which we'll talk about later. But just to give you a little bit of history on National Masturbation Month. So it actually started out as National Masturbation Day, which was May 7th. Oh, that's a day before my birthday. Y'all, my birthday is on Saturday. Yay! I'll be 39. F that shit. Anyway, so it first started out May 7th, 1995, after sex-positive retailer Good Vibrations declared the day in honor of Surgeon General Jocelyn Elders, who was fired by President Bill Clinton in 1994 for suggesting masturbation be part of the sex education curriculum for students.
Yes, you heard that correctly. You heard that correctly.
And I 100% agree with Surgeon General Jocelyn Elders, who says that masturbation should be a part of the sex education curriculum. I mean, come on. Like,
I don't know, like, why not? Oh, immoral.
Right, but yeah, because you can't spill your seed anywhere.
Don't spill your seed. Don't do it. Keep it with you.
Don't do it. Don't spill it. If you're gonna spill it, I don't know, swallow it.
Or that.
Too far. Maybe not.
We told y'all it was going to be a day. Also, this whole time, so of course we know about National Masturbation Month.
Right.
But this whole time I thought it was Dr. Ruth.
I didn't know who started it either. So this is...
So also, do you remember that stupid TikTok? Okay, because our boss made us do TikToks during the pandemic, and I did do one for National Masturbation Month that I watched, and I was gonna play it for our guests, and then I was like, I cannot even sit there and like listen to it. I couldn't do it.
I mean, I can't either. Let's be honest. This is also interesting. I just read. So recently, a time was coordinated on May 7th to have a unified orgasm by those participating in a virtual event at 22:30, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. So what is that, like 4:30? I think that's 4:30 Central Standard Time for us.
I'm not a mathematician. I don't know.
So the mentality is to coordinate a worldwide communal timing to finish together globally with a simultaneous release.
Has this already happened, or is this about to happen?
It's about to, so it has not happened yet, as far as I know. Initially, a website was under development, allowing people to sign up, showing their support. But as of early May 2021, so which is literally we're on. So as of today, none existed, unfortunately. And then, of course, I did not realize this. May has been expanded to actually be international, not just National Masturbation Month. So anyway, fun times.
Nice.
Yeah. So everybody grab a hand and masturbate.
Or whatever's near you. Who knows?
Or whatever's near you. Not food. We'll talk about that later. I definitely don't recommend putting food up any of your orifices. You can practice giving a blowjob on a banana. Yeah. It's cliche, but just,
it works.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you think about your body heat, like, you're gonna cook the food.
I know, God, and it's a mushy banana, and it's a whole big thing.
Plus, as far as for vaginal health,
not good.
Not good.
Not good, guys.
Not good.
Not good. Don't masturbate safely. See, this is why we need sex educational masturbation, so that people don't end up in the ER with broken glass in their assholes. Okay, this is why.
Wow. Yeah. In the asshole, no less.
All the time. Happens all the time in the ER.
Wow. There's a lot of shit that happens. I have one of my really good friends. She's a nurse, and like.
Oh wait, is it time or
the stories she has? Oh, anyway, I don't know the stories she has. I do, but I won't tell them. We're gonna take our first break, and when we come back, we will continue talking about masturbation. We're gonna bust some of those masturbation myths, and eventually, you'll get to find out what's in the treasure box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Oh God, Brad Pitt. This is my favorite movie with him in it. I love Seven. So good. I'm just going to bend over and they're going to rape me anally. It's good times. It's one of my favorite scenes because he's so hardcore. Anyway, we're going to take our break. We'll come back soon with Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Edge Radio TV.
Aren't you tired of not getting what you want in bed?
Are you ready to spice things up behind those closed doors?
Woo! We're here for you every hump day at 7 p.m.
This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I'm Jennifer Reeves.
And I'm Hendrik Scott, and we are professional licensed sex therapists.
So remember to watch us Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Edge Radio TV, just in time for sexy time.
Hey guys, this is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen with Edge Radio TV. I'm Hendrix Scott.
And I'm Jennifer Reeves, and I have a clarification I need to make because...
Yes, she does.
Okay, so if you have not seen the movie Seven, there is a scene where they're at one of the houses, like, looking for the killer, examining shit, doing detective work, and Brad Pitt bends over a desk or a TV stand, and
also trigger warning. That. I don't know if there'd be trigger for some people.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is us right now. This is us right now," implying that they are getting fucked up the ass.
There you go.
By the killer.
Yes.
So that is what I was referring to at the end of last segment. Apologize. This is a PG-13 show. Please don't let your kids watch us unless you're brave.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we're two licensed marriage and family therapists and certified sex therapists here to delight and entertain.
Yeah, it's delightful and entertaining. So we're talking about masturbation today. So let's talk about, who's doing it? Blah, blah, blah. That's literally what I have on our notes right here. But so here's some stats. According to research, about 84% of Americans masturbate on a regular basis. 91% of people who identify as male, and I like that this research said identify as male, by the way, because it's not just trying to classify it. Anyway, 91% of persons who identify as male masturbate. 78% who identify as female masturbate. And then one of the other things that they have found is that women statistically, or those who identify as female statistically, tend to start masturbating a little bit later in life. I think the average start is about 13, 14 for identifies as male, and only about, I think it's in the 70s or 80s that start there for males, and it's only 50% of females that start then, and then the rest start at,
but we were discussing that, and it seems late for the information, I guess, that I have on just life.
But you think about America, especially down here in the South, our sex education, and when boys, air quotes from boys, masturbate, it's often see boys will be boys, right?
Yeah.
When girls masturbate, they are statistically shamed a lot more. So they're told not to touch themselves. They're told,
it was pretty equal for me growing up. It was pretty much like that religious thing of do not masturbate, you will die and you will go to hell kind of thing.
Yeah.
For everyone.
I mean, I don't remember what my mom told me about masturbation. I do remember I got my first toy when I was 16 or 17. Went into a sex toy shop with my ex-sister-in-law and a couple of her friends. Was not allowed to be in there. I was not of age. And got my first toy. And when I came home, sorry, Mom, I was driving in the car with my mom.
There's a reason your mom doesn't watch this show, because you put her on blast all the time, but we love it.
Driving in the car with my mom, and I was like, so, Mom, have you ever gotten a vibrator before? And she was like, I've got 5. Why?
Nice. Way to go there, little lady. All right.
I was like, oh, well, I went with Michelle and got a vibrator last weekend. And she was like, great. How did you like it? His name is Leo because he was leopard print. So, masturbation.
Nice.
Pretty sure there's a song about that. We're going to move into 6 myths that you may have heard about masturbating.
Because there is a lot out there.
There are a lot. I just chose 6 because that's a meme that I found, and so I was like, yeah, that sounds good. I'll do with that.
But also we have bad sex advice later at the end of the episode, so we didn't want to go, because some of them are myths, and we didn't want to cross.
I'm so looking forward to that, because I never know what the bad sex advice is until Hendrix brings it up, so you get real-time reactions from me.
Yeah. I ended up in a weird TikTok world, and I was like, I got to get out of this.
Yeah. All right. So myth number 1. I feel like this goes all the way back to grade school. Masturbating will make you blind. You remember they had T-shirts?
Yeah.
That would be fuzzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It won't make you go blind. I don't know where this came from. I don't know
where it started either.
Because it had to originate somewhere. Was it one person who spread this around? Was it a group of people, a think tank that was how do we get people to stop masturbating? We're going to tell them they're going to go blind. Is that what happened?
Maybe it was the people that farm carrots, and they were trying to get you to eat more
bad carrot farmers.
Well, because carrots are good for your eyes. Do you not know this?
We're not giving her tequila next time.
No, for real. Like this is a legit thing. The I can't remember which mineral or vitamin it is that's in carrots.
No, I know.
It's good for your eyes.
Okay.
So why wouldn't the carrot company be like, eat more carrots, masturbate less?
All right, those.
I don't know. I made this shit up. This isn't
carrot
But it seems.
I like it. It's a suggestion.
Also, don't masturbate with carrots. It'll cook the carrot. Anyway. Second myth, that it will give you erectile dysfunction.
That one just grinds my gears because it hurts so many penis owners. It does.
Yeah.
Because they come into both our office thinking, well, I stopped masturbating, to help with the erectile dysfunction. And it's like, no, it's the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it won't. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm gonna skip the next one because we're gonna come back to that one because there's a lot of shit on that one. Okay. I'm gonna move into children do not masturbate. Apparently, I'm the one that gets to take this topic because Hendrix was like, we're going to walk a fine line on this. Guys.
Because people get really up in arms over this one because they find it to be really threatening, which I understand.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But I have a fun story about this one too.
I haven't heard this, so I'm all ears.
So I'm going to say this first and then I'll get into my story. So one, I will tell you, playing with the penis, so those who were born with penises, playing with the penis is the second self-soothing technique that those with penile owners learn. First is sucking your thumb. And this is happening in the womb. You're tugging on the penis in the womb.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I think those with clitorises don't is because it's a little bit harder to find. You don't just accidentally hit it and go, ooh, lots of fun nerve endings there. That feels good.
Yeah. But when you do, it's game on.
Yeah. Remembering as a child, it's not a sexual thing. And I think that's what scares parents is that, does this mean something is going on with my kid? Is something molesting my kid? There's lots of fun little nerve endings in there. Most of the time, little kids might find it in the shower when you're rinsing them off. Ooh, mommy, that feels good. Or a jet in the pool. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Or just by rubbing against a pillow or something like that. So my fun story. My niece, who just turned 7. I love her to death. When she was about 4, her mom and myself were all laying in mom's bed watching Vampirina or something like that. And my niece starts playing with her vagina.
Like right there
in front of us. And I asked her, I said, hey baby, do you need to go potty? Do you need to go to the bathroom? No. I said, okay. She keeps playing with herself. I said, well, you're touching yourself, like you might need to go potty. Because she would, kids, will hold their genitalia as a way to like hold it in.
Yeah.
No, I just like the way it feels. It feels good. Okay. Good. So her mom looks at me, who is one of my best friends and also a therapist, and she was like, should I be worried? I said, no, just tell her to make sure she does it in her room and wash her hands afterwards.
Yeah.
No biggie. But yeah, I mean, it feels good. So that's what I would say. If your child is touching themselves, just teach them appropriate places. Don't do it at school.
Don't do it at school. Yes, and then you can also educate them on who's allowed to touch you. No one.
Yeah.
There needs to be the other education piece. Because, I get it. Like, people are worried about, does this mean that my child's being abused? And it's like, not necessarily.
Right.
But definitely check and ask them some questions. And, not make it a huge deal. Just, what's going on there?
And remember, there's lots of fun nerve endings there that feel good.
Yeah.
Anywho, so that's children. Children do masturbate. It's just usually not for a sexual pleasure. It's just because it feels good and whatnot. The next myth. There is no limit to how much you can masturbate. So the myth is that there's no limit, right? This is a tricky one because while in theory you can masturbate as much as you want to, here's the thing where, and we'll talk about this in another segment where we talk about if masturbation is ever bad. If it's interfering with your job or with your relationships or with you being able to have sex with a real person if you want to have sex with a real person.
Yeah. If you don't, not a problem. But if you do, it's a problem. Yeah.
Correct. Then that may be running into some issues. And we'll talk later on about like signs to look out for to make sure that your relationship with masturbation is healthy.
Yeah.
Correct. So number 5, because I skipped number 3. Number 5, people in relationships do not masturbate.
This is a big one. I mean, I don't know if I hear this one weekly, but I definitely hear it monthly. I mean, just all the time. Like, people come in and just have such ingrained ideals about masturbating with a partner. Like, while you have a partner.
Yeah. It's not cheating. Like, bless your heart.
I know. I'm just like, y'all, come on. Like, and it also keeps you more sexual for your partner.
Yes.
If you're not turned on by you, why do you want your partner to be turned on by you?
For real. Like, you got, like, so myth number 6 is there are no health benefits. We're not going to get into that just yet because that's a long list. There's a long list of health benefits that come from masturbation. We're going to get into that after we take our next break. But there is benefits to masturbation, and even while you're in a relationship, those benefits continue.
Like, they're still there. The benefits don't go away. They aren't negated because you got married.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And even like if there's a desire discrepancy there, then you may need to masturbate to offset some of the lack of sex that you might be having in your relationship, and that's okay. I know a lot of people are threatened by porn, or they're threatened by fantasies or things like that. What are you thinking about when you're masturbating? And I think we hit fantasies in episode 1
or 2
or 2. Like, a fantasy is just a fantasy,
which not everyone agreed with, but we weren't saying take a side or not. We're just showing the research on this is what people are fantasizing about.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So yes, people in relationships do masturbate. I am an advocate for masturbating even while you're in your relationship because your body shifts and changes over time. So you always want to stay abreast of what you like.
Yes.
So that you can tell your partner.
If you're mad at your partner for, like, all of a sudden they don't know how to pleasure you, well, maybe you need to go figure it out so that you can show them because you changed. If you've been together for 20 years, you probably don't want the same exact thing.
Yeah. And we'll talk about this too a little bit later. Solo masturbation versus mutual masturbation with a partner. It's fucking hot watching each other masturbate. I mean, just saying. Anyway, I'll leave it at that.
Anyway,
we're gonna take our next break while Jen gets some more drinks.
No, Jen does not get more drinks.
I mean, ice to cool down. Break number 2. You're watching Sex on the Edge with Jen and the
I am the hen, bitches. You're watching Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen, and we'll be right back.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Hey y'all, I'm Robin B.
And I'm Dr. Kiva.
And we just want to know
how you living?
Join us every Monday
at noon Central Standard Time
here on Edge Radio TV. Take care.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Edge Radio TV is holding auditions for new show hosts. Are you a subject matter expert, professional, influencer, book author, thought leader, or business owner with an educational or motivational platform? Then we want to meet you. Send a link of some of your work to edgeradio20@gmail.com and be sure to put audition in the subject line. Join the Edge Radio TV family. Edge TV, because truth still matters.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hin on Edge Radio TV. I am Jennifer Reeves.
I'm Hendrik Scott.
And we are talking about masturbation.
Yeah, we are.
So, may have masturbated on the break. Y'all don't know. I didn't. I didn't. I'm just kidding. I didn't.
No more tequila for Jen.
Tequila makes her clothes come off. According to country songs, you're lucky I'm still clothed. Anyway, the final myth, there are no health benefits to masturbation, and this is just fucking hogwash. Like, I don't have a better way of saying that. Yeah. We're going to go into the plethora of health benefits that come from masturbation.
Yeah, there are a ton.
There are a ton. So for one, this can actually create healthier sperm, and I'm going to combine that with it actually decreases prostate cancer. And the reason for this, the American Medical Association recommends that men, so those with testicles in this case, ejaculate 2 to 3 times every 10 to 14 days for prostate health and to kind of clean out the pipes, so to speak. So this creates healthier sperm. Now, of course, there is the aspect that if you are trying to have a baby, you don't want to masturbate before,
like right before
having sex, so that your sperm can build back up. Okay, so just saying. So that's one.
Yeah.
Prostate health, sperm is good. Improved blood flow.
Gotta love a good blood flow.
Yeah. I mean, it does. Like you think about like what your body goes through whenever it's getting that arousal phase.
Yeah, it's also raising your heart rate.
Correct.
There's some exercise involved in it.
Oh yeah. Yep. You can have some good cardio with it. This is my favorite. Eases pain and soothes period cramps. Like migraines, guys. If you're about to have a migraine, go masturbate. Like seriously.
Right, whenever you feel it coming on, because we realize whenever you have the migraine, the last thing you want to do is feel sexual and masturbate.
Right, you just want to curl in a ball, turn off the lights, and turn the AC cranked all the way up and cry and die.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
But when you feel it coming on, if you feel that headache coming on, or even like back pain or other pain, like it sends out like a bunch of the I can't remember the exact chemicals, so don't ask me.
Got your oxytocin and all that jazz going on.
Yeah, but it helps to relieve pain and soothes period cramps. Yeah, highly recommend for period cramps.
Really, no risk of STIs.
This is true.
There you go.
That being said, there is one thing you do have to be careful of. If you are masturbating while you have, for example, a herpes outbreak, you don't want to go touch your eyes or put your toy in your mouth or some weird stuff like that. That's not weird, actually. I've known people who've done it.
Just like the accidental things that people, it's like whenever you eat crawfish and you don't wash your hands well enough and you touch your face accidentally, it's the same thing.
Right.
Think of it like crawfish.
You're basically just saying think of a vagina as crawfish, and doesn't it get compared to smelling like
fish? To someone from Louisiana, that's a good thing. This is not a bad thing. Thank you.
That doesn't mean go season your vag or penis.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It will burn.
Oh my God.
Like a bitch. That's my assumption. I don't know.
Oh man, don't put Tabasco on there. Either Louisiana people, I know y'all wilding out. Yeah.
Oh, now you're making me want oysters.
Okay, yeah.
They are an aphrodisiac.
They are.
There
you go.
Anyway, so you can spread certain STIs from one area to another. So do be careful. Do make sure that you wash your hands and your toys. We'll get to that a little bit. It helps you sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to make you go to sleep. Yeah. For sure.
I mean, if you need to masturbate every night
to go to sleep.
Do
it. Yeah.
Do it.
Also, side note, sometimes I see with my couples where the partner will be like, I need to sleep, have sex with me. And they put the responsibility on the partner having to have sex with their partner every night in order for them to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You have the ability to masturbate. Sorry, not sorry.
Correct.
And then, I mean, then we're getting into a whole really strange area that is not good for your partner to feel like.
But that's very similar.
Unless your partner's into it.
Like when people are talking about blue balls. I need you to have sex with me so I can get rid of blue balls. You can go masturbate to get rid of your blue balls. Yeah. Or blue.
And also untrue. Bean? Blue balls unfucking true. It's what fucking teenage boys used to use to.
Yes.
No, it's ridiculous.
Yes. If you continue to get aroused and that go down, it can build up some things and sometimes does turn the testicles blue and it can be painful. But it does
a very, very severe case.
Right.
Like not
it
in
does
a way
go
where,
away usually after a few minutes. And or you can masturbate.
Yeah, you can.
It is never a reason to have sex with somebody.
Yeah.
It can increase self-esteem, like getting to know your body, loving on your body, and yeah.
It's mindful. It's a mindfulness practice. It brings you right back to you.
Yes.
And no one else. Exactly. Well, maybe other people, but they're not technically there, so it's just you.
Right. Relieves stress. It's very similar to helping you sleep. It can relieve stress. That's pretty well documented.
Yeah, like very well documented,
like,
for sure.
Highly documented.
Yeah.
This one was new to me. I was 38, almost 39 years old when I learned this one, which is kind of interesting. It can actually offer relief from UTIs. I didn't know that one.
I didn't know that one either. Yeah, whenever we were looking this up, I was like, didn't know.
Yeah, it can flush out toxins and old bacteria from the urinary tract. So
there you go.
There you go.
Get to masturbating, people.
We talked about it like not causing ED earlier. Actually, it can help you become harder because it increases muscular strength.
Yeah, it increases testosterone.
Yeah. And I liked this one. Did you read this one? Mm-mm. It can help you earn extra money. So go jizz in a cup and give your sperm to those in need.
I started laughing. I was like,
I
wow.
did too.
Yeah, way to do that.
Way to sneak that in there.
Yeah, I like it.
You mean you. All right. So those are some health benefits to masturbating. So now let's talk about what you can masturbate with.
Yes. What's in the box?
Well, there's always the old standby of Rosie and her 5-fingered friends. Her 5 friends. Is that what the old saying was? Rosie and her 5 friends?
I don't. No, I have not. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can always masturbate with your hands. That is, in fact, I believe when I was looking this up, research says most people do tend to masturbate with their hands. However,
because it's handy and inexpensive.
Here is my box.
Woo! Toys. Toys.
I bought a lot of these. Some of these are from work. Some of these I just bought, especially the ones that are for penises, because I did want to make sure that we did bring things in for penises, vaginas, and buttholes.
All of it. We got you covered.
So what do we have? I'm going to start with this one because this one had an amazing review.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. That was a great review.
This one right here is a type of vibrator, and it's a suction vibrator. So a common brand, a popular brand is like the Womanizer. Y'all hear that? Nice. So it offers like some suction right here.
That one is hot right now.
Yeah, it's huge. Oh, it's going into different. Anyway, let me just tell you. Let me read you this review real quick because it is my favorite review I've ever read in all time.
Are you going to leave it on for the review?
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Okay. So, fade in. pictured you going about your day on the old Amazon, checking out some adult toys that are going viral. You read some of these reviews and think, oh yes, that's just what I am looking for. You know yourself. You know what you like. You've been around the block a few times with adult products. You think you can handle it. You can't. I love this thing, but I'm sitting here on the lowest setting and my leg starts kicking like a dog getting belly scratched after 0.5 seconds once I find the right angle. I now fully understand the reviews for similar products who say they turned it on and screamed, fumbled to turn it down, accidentally turned it up, passed out, projected themselves into the astral plane, met God, and never really came back. This isn't the old me typing this. It's simply what's left of me. Nice packaging. Does take a while to charge, but conversely will probably take me a while to wear the battery back down, seeing as I can only use it for about 6 seconds at a time before I die. Seems easy enough to clean. Recommend only if you're comfortable with focused, intense sensations and have written your will.
There you go. That's a sex toy review.
So the Womanizer is a popular brand. This is very hot right now. These like suction ones that you can put on your clitoris. And also advertise like being able to offer nipple stimulation or even some slight suckage for testicle play.
Yeah.
So have fun experimenting with that.
I could not imagine putting that on a testicle. Like, I mean, it'd have to be a very specific person who's into that.
Yeah.
They would die.
So that's a type of vibrator. I'm going to pull out the vibrators.
Oh, yes. And we went looking all over our office. We knew our boss had stuff all over the office because we have like the sex therapy school there as well. So we knew there was stuff and we went like looking all over the place.
Yeah. So you have your like penis shaped vibrators. You have just a straight simple shaft vibrators. This one is one I just bought. Most people, when they think of the, like, it's advertised as both a sex toy and a muscle massage.
Whatever. Like, what? Who's doing that? I don't even. Yeah.
This one's chargeable, rechargeable, which I kind of like. This one, I will say, this is probably one of my favorites. The old bullet or egg.
Oh man, when the bullet came out, everyone was just
So
that's all you heard about for like a couple of years.
So most of these have like they're usually corded, but some of them are chargeable. As you can see, it's like egg shaped or bullet shaped, and you can change how fast it goes.
Yeah. Man, that changed the world. That and the rabbit, when the rabbit came out.
I wish I had a rabbit, but they're just too expensive, and I don't like the rabbit, so I'm never going to get one for myself. I've tried it, don't like it. It's fine. Most people, I believe, use these for clitoral stimulation. However, you can insert these into both the vagina or the anus. Don't go anus to vagina. Just remember that. If you're going to stick it in the butt, clean it off.
And make sure there's a cord on it. Don't let it get lost.
Yes.
Man, yes. Stop it up in the ER.
Yes. And I will say, any toy that can go in a vagina can also go in the butt.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Also another just smaller but simple shaft. And then you'll see a lot of these. This is a whole kit. This kit was in our office, so sorry, Viviana, I stole the kit to borrow. But you'll see
to put it back together.
Something like this that has like a different nodule on the front, and you can have. I'm gonna put it on the speaker, like you can see the speaker. Different like things that you can put on there for different stimulations. So anyway, this is a whole kit. I do like this kit. I think it's a great like starter kit for if you've never used a toy and you're trying to figure out what you like.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Yeah, kits are recommended. They're not talked about often, but they're recommended if you don't know what you want. Easy. Yeah.
So those are your different vibrators. There's more than just these types.
Yeah.
But
do we want to get into the dildos and things that you should not be buying?
Yeah, let's get into that.
My gosh.
So.
Okay, this is the materials you want to avoid. Jelly. It's a very affordable material, but
pretty sure this is jelly.
That looks, yes, that's definitely jelly. It just don't get it. It's full of, what do they call them? Phthalates?
I could not pronounce it.
I know,
yeah.
I can't do it, but it's not good for you.
Our producer is like watching me jiggle this thing. Like,
oh man! And then also this rubber. Oh God, what if it fell? I would have to go down there and get it. Okay, rubber.
Yeah.
Stop with the rubber. It's so bad for you.
Yeah.
And also, side note, queers, stop getting gay baited. for this shit that we shouldn't be buying and spending $100 on. I was at Pride. I was at Numbers. Houston.
Just opening back up.
I know. Woo! It's a goth club, and I got totally gay baited by this company. Like it was Pride, so we're not sober.
You were also, I was gonna say, you were definitely not sober at the time.
Yeah, but no, like this is so bad for your vaginal health. Like, do not put this in there. It's latex. It has a pungent odor. It can cause allergic reactions. Yeah. It's just not good. If you're going to, put a condom on it.
Yes. Now, and
you can put condoms on sex toys.
One like that, and so you can look for this. Like it has the suction cup, so you can put it on different things. There are ones that you can put on the old bathroom and hump in the bathroom. So what you do want instead of jelly or rubber is silicone. It's flaccid.
This is what we're doing today.
Yep. Silicone is fine. However, you do want to be careful with any of these, like especially the ones that are more jelly-like or silicone-like or anything like that. They're a little bit harder to slip and glide with, so you do want to use a good lubrication for it, a lubricant with them. Or if you're going to stick anything up your bum, use a lubricant.
Yes. Also, PVC and vinyl, not good for a sex toy.
Yes. So, use a condom if you have a sex toy with those materials. These are considered dildos, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know.
So there's vibrators.
Oscar just walked in during the. We're talking about masturbation.
So there's vibrators, those that are powered and vibrate.
This is why Oscar hired us on. Really.
You know, when I get on the salsa dance, I go like this. I don't know if that helps.
That was really good timing. And then there's dildos. Dildos don't offer any vibration. They're just for insertion.
Oscar is Edge Radio TV, by the way.
Yes.
So,
yes. Yeah. If you use silicone products, do not use a silicone-based lubricant. You think that that's what it should be. It's not. It will melt your toy. And if for some reason you have jelly-like toys, if you do use those, even though you shouldn't, we're warning against it, but if you do, you need to clean that shit right away. Yeah. We used to have a vaginal mold. It was a sex toy, but we would use it for demonstrating how to have sex and different things. But our illustrious boss melted it one day because she left the lubrication inside for too long without cleaning it, and it melted. And I believe it was jelly based. Yeah. So we no longer have that, and nothing's expensive, so she's not gotten another one. Anyway, so make sure that you are not using silicone-based lubricant with silicone toys. You do want to use water-based or oil-based. Be aware that oil-based lubricants are going to be more difficult to clean.
Yeah.
And you want to sanitize. More toys. I've got some anal trainers. And you can get anal trainers that also vibrate. So you can.
Yes, people forget to train your butthole. Don't just throw things in there like it can just take it.
Don't go straight to this. Start with this wee guy.
Yes, start with dilators. You're going to hurt yourself. And this is how, again, people end up in the ER. Stop ending up in the ER.
Yes. So, let's see. What do we... Oh, we also have a cock ring. Well, this is something that you would typically use more with a partner. You can use it by yourself for different stimuli.
Yeah, sure.
And this particular set has cock rings that go with it as well. And so speaking of cock rings, you can use cock rings by yourself. These ones have little nodules, so they are, again, more geared towards partner play. But you also can use them.
Oh, these. Let me see
for
these.
Individual play. That was at the office. Oh, I forgot about anal beads.
Oh, I like these. Okay. Yeah.
Anal beads.
Yeah.
Anal beads.
Okay.
So for the penises, we've got cock rings, and there are cock rings that will slide down all the way to the shaft, the base of the shaft, and then there are some that will wrap under and pull the testicles up, depending on the stimulation that you want.
You get to choose.
Okay, so we have vibrators, we've got dildos. Here is what is called a sleeve. So this is a tool for the penis to go in. I'm just it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's got ribbing on the inside. It's jelly-like.
Yes.
So you do want to make sure it's more silicone or use a condom with it.
Also, we would like to just add, we're really tired that like men aren't if a man uses a sex toy, all of a sudden it's weird. Like why? No, why? I don't understand that.
Totally.
I just don't understand where that came from. I don't get it.
Our producer's yelling at me.
Yeah.
So I want to get to this one. So this is called a sleeve. This has a soft outer shell. And then we have what is called a cup. Now a cup, common brand names are Pocket Pussy and Fleshlight. So this has a hard outer shell that you use so you have less control over grip. It's typically vaginal shaped, and I know y'all can't see this, but this one in particular has it's got some ribbing in there to fill more.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As Oscar walks by again.
And I will actually sometimes recommend to clients that if
we will actually prescribe this sometimes.
I will prescribe this, yes. Like if you've gotten so used to your hand that the vagina no longer feels good or the anus doesn't feel good any longer, I will recommend something like this so that you have less control over how hard you grip it. But also, again, do make sure that you take it all the way out and clean it before using it again.
Like seriously clean it, for real. Don't half-ass clean this.
Yes. So you can get a good adult toy cleaner to clean your stuff. All the toys on my desk. I personally just use Dawn, in all honesty.
Yeah, Dawn works for everything.
Dawn works for everything. If it can clean a duck, it can clean your fuck. I just made that up.
Hashtag.
Anything else before we go into our final break on... We'll come back with how to pick toys, what you want to look for aside from just material, but yeah.
We got you.
Yeah,
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay, so
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Hey guys, you have been watching Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Edge Radio TV, and we are talking about International Masturbation Month is the month of May, and if you missed it, rewind and watch all of our sex toys come out of the box.
Good. It's a good segment.
It's a good segment.
Needed information.
Yeah.
Relevant.
So you wrote an article, a blog for Houston Relationship Therapy a little while back about how to choose the perfect sex toy. So walk us through that real quickly.
So it was about, like, you know, because you know how clients come in, they're like, I don't even know where to start. Like, they don't know how to Google it.
Right.
You know? So it's kind of like going in thinking about what you're going to search, because literally everyone just types in sex toys.
Yeah.
Billions of things are going to show up, right?
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I gave a few tips of just maybe how to search it out, because people just don't know how to Google this shit.
Yeah.
And I get it. The internet's a scary world.
Right. Well, and they can get expensive.
World.
So you don't want to spend like hundreds of dollars on something and then get it and don't like it, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So it was about beginning to think about your experience. If you're a novice, you can Google novice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are novice toys out there for you, so that you don't end up with like the really quote unquote scary shit that's like terrifying to you, you know?
Yeah.
Your intention to orgasm? Is your intention for it to be partnered or with with yourself?
Right.
Is it going to be a group thing?
Yeah.
You can like Google these things.
Absolutely. Yes. Most toys can be used solo, most toys can be used with partners, but not all toys can be used solo.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank
you. Exactly. Yeah. See? And then it's like, how do you orgasm? Type that in. And I know you might feel weird about typing like clitoris or, anal, but just do it. It'll narrow the search down. The search is too big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on.
For sure.
Yeah. Aesthetically, this always gets people. The aesthetic. Yeah. Some people need it to look like a penis.
Yeah.
Like they need a dildo to look up. And some people, if it looks like a penis, they're going to throw up and run the other way.
Right. Yeah.
You can put that. I mean, you can put realistic, lifelike, smooth, discreet, abstract. These are words that you can put in for your search.
Yeah.
Or sex flesh. Oh yeah. Like
Yeah, there are flesh toned ones, and they come in an array of colors.
Yes. Yeah, you want a certain color? Do it. Do the damn thing. It's your sex toy.
I like mine to be colorful. Like my very first one was leopard print, like I said, and because I don't want it to look like a fleshlight. That's just my
like the veiny ones are kind of like terrifying. Like you're a person, a certain type of person is going to look that up. Yeah,
right.
Oh yeah, for the multi-purpose people out there, the versatile tool, like adding Swiss Army knife sex toys.
I never would have thought of that, so that's interesting.
Yes, like it can do more than one thing.
Yeah.
Like if you want a multi-purpose thing, then don't look at dildos maybe.
Right.
You might want something that vibrates, not vibrates. You want different oscillations or whatnot.
Well, and if you are a healther or material-minded person, you might want to go into like the glass, or even if you like crystals, guess what? You can get a penis made out of your favorite. It's going to cost you a fuck ton of money because crystals aren't cheap even when they're small.
Yeah.
But if you're really into like crystal cleansing, they actually do have some really good ones out there that are phallic shaped, specifically for like vaginal health and whatnot. So
exactly.
Yeah. There's, if you've thought of it, someone else has too.
Yes. For sure. And then for our not disabled, differently.
Yeah.
What's the new word? I'm blanking. anyway, for lack of the better word, because we're idiots and we're blanking, for anyone with a disability, not saying the disabled, you say with a disability.
Yes.
For individuals with disabilities, just add that in your search. Like there are so many good sex toys for people with disabilities out there. For sure. Like within the past 10 years, like people have like really shown up for this community and been like, y'all need to pleasure yourselves as well. Y'all can have sex as well. You have hormones and you want to feel attractive as well. Like I don't understand why it took us so long.
Well, and to also think about like when we think of sex toys or adult toys, people automatically go to just the genitalia within the pelvic floor, so penis, vagina, anus, but you got your nipple clamps that you can introduce. I mean, there are so many other things. Like you can try, tying your own self up and masturbating. That's actually quite fun.
But yeah, like don't forget to put like adjustable slots, adjustable shape. Like this might help you narrow your search down so you can adjust it for you. The pillows work great. Cordless, hands-free. You Google whatever you need for your own body. Like just put it in there and the things will show up.
Yeah, definitely. So great tips. And we'll have a link to that down below.
For sure. And if I don't, someone remind me.
I'll try. So moving into the kind of, is masturbation ever bad? I hate that word. No, it's not bad. You can have an unhealthy relationship with masturbation, as we talked about before. If it's interfering with work, if it's interfering with your relationship. One of the biggest things that it's
like video games.
Yes, that we as sex therapists and as Houston Relationship Therapy especially are huge advocates of is don't masturbate the same way every time.
Yes.
You can train your body to only come that one way, and then that can, cause interference in sex with partnered sex. So, if you're used to masturbating with your right hand, change it over to your left. I know that sounds silly, but it's a simple change. If you're used to masturbating with your hand, if you have a penis, get a sleeve or a cup. Your partner is not ever going to grip you as tight or stroke you as fast as you can do yourself for men. And your partner, for those with clitorises, will never be able to flick the bean with their finger or their tongue as fast as a vibrator can.
Yeah.
So I will also, for women who have gotten so used to only being able to orgasm with a vibrator, I will have them gradually decrease the intensity as a way to help kind of step down. So it's not that it's bad. It's just you can train your body to only come one way, and that can create interference. And then the other thing that I like to say is much like with sex, don't put all of the focus on orgasm when you're trying to masturbate, because then that can...
I have a friend, I don't know why we're always like anytime we see each other, we're just talking about masturbating. It's a thing now. It's a thing now. I don't know. But I remember it was years ago, and he was talking about, again, because we were talking about masturbating, and he was like, well, no. Like whenever I want to romance myself, I'll take like 30 minutes to an hour. And I was just like, romance yourself? And I was like, in an hour? I was like... who has time for that? And he was like, you should be romancing yourself. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah, there's a difference between fucking yourself and making love to yourself. And so vary that up. And if you haven't ever masturbated, that is something that I actually do recommend as a starting place, is start with just being sensual with your body. Lightly, run your, if you can't see me, run your hand up your legs or gently across like your chest or your genitalia. Don't just dive right in if it's not something that you're used to. And learn how to switch that up.
We'll tell clients to do that for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. I just liked the term romancing yourself.
Yeah, I like that too.
I liked it.
Yeah. Anyhow, any other tips on how to start masturbating or bad masturbation, or are we ready for a bad sex advice?
Sure. Yes. Oh man, I found some bad masturbation sex advice.
Nice. I think we have time for maybe one or two before we do sex position of the week.
Sure.
Okay.
This was from our anti-masturbation people. Their sex advice to not masturbate: eat food every time you want to jack off. Could you imagine?
Be like 500 times.
I know! That's terrible. It's terrible.
It is not a replacement. A and B. No.
No.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Never be alone was some advice to not masturbate. Never be alone. Like, that is some very severe advice.
Actually, you need to learn how to be alone with yourself.
You have to be alone with yourself. It's impossible. Like,
yeah.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never feel lonely and sad. I'm not fucking with you. I'm not. Sorry,
I'm fucked. Like
I just instigated another breakdown.
I mean,
like, these are like really wild thoughts.
When we talk about
really wild advice.
Mental Health Day, we've got to talk about that there's no such thing as a negative emotion, because that just like grates my.
We have to feel these emotions.
We are created to have them.
Yes.
Created.
Yeah.
Creator people.
We would be living in utopia. We'd be living in utopia if not.
We would all still be in the Garden of Eden.
But also, this, by the way, is not coming from a Christian sect. This is a whole different thing.
Gosh.
Yeah. No, because I mean, I grew up Christian. I have Christian friends. Like, they would never say this.
No, yeah.
Ever. Like,
yeah,
this
no,
is a
I do
whole
too.
other
I do too.
Severe anti-masturbation thing. Yeah.
Wow. No.
No, like, I'm sorry, but you have to be alone. Sometimes you're going to feel lonely and sad. And please, dear God, do not eat every time you want to jack off.
And masturbation is healthy.
It's
healthy.
Yes.
If you're really worried about, like, the seed going nowhere,